As California faces one of its largest budget shortfalls in state history, some state lawmakers want to move quickly on some solutions.
KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala is here right now to explain this urgent call. Ashley.
Golston and Lisa, California Republican state lawmakers say the state's projected $68 billion budget shortfall needs to be dealt with and dealt with fast because they say the typical timeline is unacceptable. The shortfall is the result of a combination of several factors, but a huge chunk of it stems from the fact that state leaders put together a state spending plan last summer without knowing how much money they had to work with because state tax returns were delayed by 7 months. Those came back $26 billion below expectations. So as for that typical timeline, usually negotiations formally begin when the governor presents his first draft of his proposed spending plan by January 11th. The budget committee hearings at the state capitol usually begin in late February. These committees then meet for months. Then Newsom submits his final proposed spending plan in May. The negotiations between the governor and state lawmakers really ramp up in late June to have a spending plan ready by July 1st. Now, some Republican state lawmakers say the governor should call a special legislative session to sort out the $68 billion budget problem. State Senator Roger Niello says state leaders need to reopen the spending plan they approved this summer so that the entire shortfall does not hit the budget as hard going into next year.
The governor and the legislature have to take immediate actions in the current budget year, because if we don't, the whole $68 billion deficit is going to have to be solved with one budget year. And we think that that's terribly unwise.
Now, the governor himself has not directly responded to those calls for a special legislative session. I asked him how the deficit will impact the state services and programs. Here's how he responded.
Working on the budget all week today, working through the weekend and next week, and we'll be presenting that very shortly. It's a matter of weeks. Goes to the printer in a week or two, and I'll be making detailed, as you know well, those hour to 2 hour long budget presentations. I'll be making a detailed presentation to answer your question very granularly in just a matter of weeks.
Now, the governor made those comments on Friday, but today the Department of Finance told us Newsom is scheduled to present his state spending plan on January 10th. The department noted essentially there's nothing that keeps the legislature from working on this immediately. No budget hearings are yet scheduled in the Senate. The Assembly has one on the calendar for January 23rd, but it's really not clear what action specifically the legislature plans to take here.
All right. Obviously, a lot of question marks there. Ashley, we know you'll keep following it for us. Thank you. Legislative leaders did not have a comment on today's story.